Inside its sealed case, a caterpillar digests most of its own body into a broth, and the moth that climbs out still avoids a smell the caterpillar was taught to fear. A caterpillar seals itself into a case. Then it does something violent. It starts digesting its own body. Muscles, the gut's lining, most of what it was, taken apart from the inside. This is how a caterpillar becomes a moth, underground, in gardens near you. But teach a caterpillar to fear a smell, and the moth still avoids it. How can a lesson survive that? In 1668, a Dutch microscope maker opened a living caterpillar for a visiting prince. Folded inside the crawling animal, already there, were the wings of a butterfly. Those wings grow from folded pockets of spare cells built into the caterpillar's own body wall. About 10 pairs, one kit for a wing, one for an eye, doing no caterpillar work. For 3 weeks it does one job: eat. 5 sizes, 4 skin changes. Each change is set off by one chemical signal and held in check by another that says, "Stay a caterpillar." Then, in the last size, the caterpillar switches that hold signal off and destroys it. The bell is about to ring again. What does it mean now, with nothing holding it back? The very same signal arrives, but the hold signal is off, so it no longer means grow bigger. Now it means rebuild. One bell, 2 opposite orders, decided by what is missing. So the demolition begins, and the caterpillar is doing it to itself. Crawling muscles unstitch. The food store breaks into loose cells, not water, a thick broth of its own body. In 2013, a team X-rayed 9 living chrysalises, alive, over and over. It is not all soup. The breathing tubes never come down, and most nerve cells are not replaced, only rewired. Now the kits, biologists call them imaginal discs, turn inside out and unfold, drinking the broth as raw material. One wing kit goes from a few dozen cells to tens of thousands. But the demolition is not the strangest part. In 2008, a team in Washington asked the question everyone had avoided: can anything learned survive it? They taught tobacco hornworm caterpillars, a moth species, to fear the smell of nail polish remover, using a mild shock. Then offered a choice of tunnels. 78% walked away from the smell. Those same animals dissolved and came out with wings. Tested a month later, 77% still turned away. Untrained moths split 50-50, and caterpillars taught younger lost the lesson completely. So why does it survive? The demolition is picky. The learning center's oldest layer is pruned away. Lessons stored there vanish. Newer layers keep their wiring, and that, researchers think, is where the lesson rode. 3 things you can now say about a sealed pupa. From the outside, the parts were already there. The wreckage is deliberate, and the wrecking crew is picky. Growing up is not always a straight line. Some animals demolish the child, and a lesson learned before the melt walks out on new legs. Memory is tougher than the body holding it. Thank you for watching. Our small team works tremendously hard on every one of these animations. Following, subscribing and sharing is what keeps ORTs alive. There is a new video every day. See you tomorrow.